guys, welcome back to my channel. I feel like it's been a really long time since I last filmed a video. It's been about 2 weeks. So the whole month of December, I've been super busy and it's actually been a pretty long, stressful month for us. So I haven't really gotten into the mood to film. Anytime the holidays come around, I do feel like I just I don't know if it's bad luck or something, but something always happens that's really negative. But I don't really want to go into too much detail about that. But you can kind of see here, I'm breaking out a little bit. And actually earlier today, I think I may have broken out in hives because I started getting these little bumps all over my face and on my neck. And I thought they were bug bites, so I showed my husband, he's like, oh, those are definitely hives. That's why on my channel you guys are seeing all of my older October videos. I didn't do much filming in November. I even still have my Halloween decor up. And by the time I'm filming this, it is the week before Christmas. I don't even know what day it is, honestly. But yeah, I figure I would just come on tonight and do a super fun makeup video. I haven't been wearing makeup as much. Honestly, I would say I wore makeup just once in the month of December. Last night, I actually painted my nails and I kind of went with a cute little Grinch theme, and I actually have some nail polish and a project pan. I believe I'm doing the Candyland project pan. It's been a long time since I last checked, but this green here I'm actually wearing. I think I'm supposed to wear this color a couple of times, so I'm wearing it with this look. And I just thought these little hearts were so cute. Yeah, so I honestly forgot the name of this little series. I think it's called Panda Pokemon. I'm still a couple of videos in this new little Pokemon series, so I'll get used to saying it eventually. So let's go ahead and pick a card. Alright, so it looks like the character today is Bergmite. And that is so cute. That is it looks like this little, oh, it's an icicle. So it looks like this little character is an icicle. It says right here, Ice Trunk Pokemon. And then the scene is like a wintry scene. So that's pretty cool. We can play around with some blues. So it looks like this is a winter scene. And that's really interesting because it is a month of December and that matches perfectly. I think I'm going to do the 4 colors here. And I'm going to go ahead and pick those out. All right, so here are my colors. And I actually swatched out 5 shades, but I think I'm just going to be using 4 shades. I don't think I'm going to be using the yellow for an eyeshadow, but I might use a yellow color in mascara form or eyeliner. So we're just going to have to play around with this. But these are the colors I picked out. So the first palette I am going to be using is the NYX Love in Florence palette. And I believe this one is in one of my project pans. Honestly, cannot remember at the top of my head. I wrote everything down in a little notebook. But I'm going to be using these colors right here. This is a white color, and this is a shimmery purple here. I'm also going to be using this little eyeshadow quad, and this is in my 10 products to use up before January 2026. I'm going to be using the shade here. And then I'm going to be digging into my Kara Beauty palette. So I'm going to be using this shade here in Frosted. And then this shade here called The Waves, and this one's really pretty. It's kind of like a periwinkle color, and it has a lot of shimmer. So let's go ahead and get started. So let's start with a fresh face. This is in Spa Essentials, and this is like a plumping collagen serum. And honestly, because I've had kind of a stressful month, I haven't been keeping up with my skincare at all. So it's just been, I don't know, I've just been really going through it this month. So this is my third or fourth time using this serum from Dollar Tree, and it's actually really nice. As you can see, it has little collagen balls. It's just really like moisturizing, and this is like the best serum I've used from Dollar Tree. So it has glycerin, collagen protein, and it says it has a fragrance, but oh, you know what? I can kind of smell it. It's not very strong, but it kind of smells like old lady perfume. But when you put it on the face, you can't really smell it. And then we're going to be taking some Snail Mucin essence and putting that right on the top. And I'm just doing this to kind of get a good layer going on my skin. Then next I'm going to be taking my Snail moisturizer. So we're just going to do without the primer. Actually, instead, I'm going to be using my Rimmel London stick. And we're just going to put that all over the lids. To get started, I'm going to be taking my Lancome Quad, and I'm going to be applying this dark shade here. And we're just going to put that on the outer corner and bring that into the crease. And then next we're going to be using that shade in the Waves. And I think I'm just going to apply that all over the lid. And slightly blend that over the purple. I kind of want it to transition a little bit. This blue is absolutely stunning. Like with just one application, it is like so bright. I'm just going to take my finger and kind of blend out that middle part. That way we don't have too much of a harsh line. Honestly, I don't think I'm going to be using that yellow shade because I feel like, I don't know, like I kind of want to use that champagne white color on the inner corner and maybe do like yellow on the bottom. Yeah, so I think I'm just going to keep it with the blue and purple on the top of the eyes. So I am going to be taking my NYX Love in Florence palette. This palette is seriously like really old. I feel like I've had this palette forever. So I'm just going to be taking this white shade here. It's kind of like an off-white actually. I'm just going to put that in my inner corner. Then we are going to take this purple here, and this has a slight shimmer to it. It's very subtle. But I'm going to put that, I think I'm going to put that over the purple. Just to kind of make it more purpley. And I'm actually going to be using my fluffy brush. So I'm going to want to blend out those purples. Yeah, you can kind of see that shimmer. Yeah, and that like really makes it rich. I really love that like transition. And then we're gonna go back over the blue, and I'm gonna be taking this shade. This is in that Cara Beauty palette. I'm gonna be taking this shade in Frosted. And this one is kind of, as the name says, it's kind of like a frosty blue. It's really pretty and it's really bright. And I'm just going to use my finger and apply that right over the blue. And we're going to kind of go over the top where it kind of transitions to the purple. It kind of gives it like a gradient effect. Oh my god, that is so beautiful. I love that. Okay, that blue is absolutely stunning. And we're kind of going for like a holiday themed look today. So those shimmers really bring out that like, I don't know, that like winter magical vibe, I guess. Yeah, look at how beautiful that is. And you know what? I think I did all right when I chose that champagne color versus a yellow, because it kind of just like brightens up the overall look, and it just makes it more like, it just makes it pretty, you know? So I'm gonna go ahead and put on my moisturizer, or actually this is my face primer. And this is by Be Pure from Dollar Tree. This is a pretty good primer. So this zit right here in the middle of my face, it's actually gone down a lot. Yesterday it was like really big. And I was gonna film a video and I thought, you know what, it's gonna be really annoying and distracting. So I had to put some medication on it, and I even bought some new acne patches for it. And it has gone down significantly. Like it will be healed in a couple of days. So I'm going to be taking my foundation. So I kind of don't know what I'm going to put under my eyes. I'm kind of thinking of putting that periwinkle shade on the lower lashes, and then maybe using a yellow eyeliner. I feel like the last video I did, was it a yellow? Did I use a yellow? I don't know. I'm trying my best not to like repeat the makeup look. But I feel like the last video I did, there was like some yellow. And I kind of want to do it a little bit differently. So then we're going to make this look dewy. So we're going to be adding some of Halo Glow. So for the concealer, we are going to be taking my Be Pure concealer. Taking the smallest amount of my McoBeauty concealer. And we're going to be blending that all up. You know what? That Dollar Tree concealer has really oxidized on me. I think I'm gonna have to toss it coming up because it makes me look really tan. And because it's like winter now, I just don't want, I don't want to be looking like a carrot. Like, I look really orange right now, but that's okay. So I'm like actually missing a couple of my makeup items. I don't know what happened. I may have left some stuff in my other bathroom or something. So I just have literally been all over the place. Okay, that looks a lot better. So I guess I'm gonna go ahead and take that blue color and I'm gonna take that periwinkle shade and I'm gonna put that on the outer half of my eye, and then I think I'm gonna use that dark purple. I'm gonna be blending that blue color on the outer corners to kind of connect it. And then let's just take this purple here and kind of run that here. And then next I'm gonna be taking that white shimmer and I'm gonna be reapplying it to the outer corner. Just a little bit. And then I'm gonna take that and run that over the top with the blue, just slightly. I feel like I have more shimmer on this eye, so I have to fix that. So I don't know how this yellow is gonna turn out, but we're gonna go ahead and try that. I'm gonna be taking this yellow liner. This one is my only yellow liner. This is from NYX. And this is in the shade Cosmic Yellow. And we're basically going to apply that. And I didn't go too heavy-handed on the yellow. Kind of just have a very light hand. I went to Walmart tonight and I actually picked up some L'Oreal Butterfly Voluminous mascara. And this is, I guess this has like a fanned out, like a butterfly wing brush. And this is in the shade Black Noir. Oh no, did I not get... Okay, that's fine. I thought I got waterproof. My Maybelline mascara is kind of going out on me. This is actually on clearance for just $5, which was a really insanely good deal. And I normally like get waterproof mascara only because I live in a very hot state. So I really love the packaging. It's really interesting. I have not used a L'Oreal mascara in such a long time, so we'll see how it goes. I feel like their mascaras, like in the past when I use them, they're kind of like drying. This is a really interesting brush. So we'll see how that does. So for my blush today, I'm actually going to be using from Dollar Tree B Color Liquid Blush in Mystic Mauve. And then I'm going to be layering another powder blush on the top. So I'm going to be going with a kind of like a light blush look today. I wanted to bring out those purple tones. I'm going to be taking my e.l.f. bronzer. And this one will also be layered with a powder bronzer. So then for the powder blush today, I'm going to be using my Sensational. Wait, that's the wrong one. This is my eyeshadow. So for my blush, I'm going to be wearing my Lancome Sheer Amour Rose. Kind of like a natural pink shade. And we're just going to be applying that directly on the top. And then now we can try out my mascara. Okay, that's actually really pretty. The wand, so using a different wand, I have to get used to it. I am not really someone who likes change. So, I don't know. It just, the overall product feels really light. So it's gonna be really weird for me to use. But you know what? I like it so far. I feel like it does a good job like combing the lashes. I really wish I would have gotten a waterproof mascara. But yeah, this kind of gives me like spider lash effect. Just a little bit, and I really like that. Wow, like that's really good. That is absolutely stunning. Like, this makes my lashes very, very long, really wispy. I love that. Yeah, that's amazing. So if you guys ever see this, definitely pick it up. It's, especially if you find it for like $5 on clearance, this is worth it. I am obsessed with this. And you know what? For this look today, I'm actually going to be using this dark red lipstick. Or this is actually a lip stain, and this is the Mercerie Lip Stain. This is actually a berry color, so it will be really good. Anytime I see the packaging, it just looks like a blood red color. And I'm going to be out for a couple hours tomorrow, so I don't really care too much if it stains my lips. I think I want to use my lip oil in Plumberry. This is also from Dollar Tree. And then for my highlighter today, I'm going to be using my AOA Studio Emerald Peacock. And I'm just going to kind of swirl all the colors together. And that completes the look. So I loved how it turned out. I'm glad I didn't choose a yellow shade on the eyes, because I feel like this shade leans towards a wintry look. So let me know how I did with this makeup look. Oh my gosh, I'm like breaking out in another hive, like as we speak. And I'm actually not really stressed right in this moment. I'm actually really calm. Like, look at that. That is insane. Yeah, it's definitely not a bug bite because it itches. But when I touch it, it kind of hurts a little bit. I'm sorry if that grosses you out, but Yeah, like this is such a gorgeous makeup look. This is a perfect winter look actually. If maybe you could use a maybe if I would have used a white eyeliner, this would have been perfect for like winter. I'm actually gonna wear this look tomorrow using white eyeliner because I just love how it turned out. I love the transition with like the icy blues and like the dark purples. It's just really beautiful. And yeah, like I hope I get more blue themed like Pokemons because I want to play around more with this palette. I have been using it a little bit more recently, but I want to play with it more because these are just like absolutely like stunning colors. So, as always, make sure you are kind to someone today. Make sure you go hug your pets. Make sure you're kind to yourself. Make sure you treat yourself, especially this month, with the holiday season. That is just like so crazy. There's like 2 bumps now. And it's kind of funny when, so I used to work for this online, I don't want to say the name of it, but I used to work for this online realtor, like in a warehouse, like a long time ago. And I would come home with hives on my feet and on like my ankles, and they were so itchy and so painful that I could barely walk and I had to call out a lot. Um and it turns out like I went to an allergist that year and it turns out I was allergic to mesquite trees. But it didn't make sense because it was kind of like a warehouse in the middle of nowhere, like like in like a desert or something. So that's kind of interesting. I mean, we do have a lot of mesquite in Arizona, but like this is my first time in like 10 years since I've actually broken out in hives. So that kind of sucks, honestly. I'm gonna go ahead and relax down. Hopefully, I don't break out anymore tonight. I will see you guys next time. Bye.